What is going on, guys? It's Ricky here, and thank you for stopping by Dean Randall. So today we're going to be talking about 7 things that made Dimebag Darrell one of the most unique, influential metal guitarists of all time. So here are 7 things that made Dimebag Darrell Dimebag Darrell. So before we get started, Dimebag Darrell Lance Abbott, born August 20th, 1966, died December 8th, 2004. Rest in peace, brother. He started playing guitar when he was 12 years old. They recorded their first album with Pantera when he was 16, and they really didn't start shaping the Pantera sound that we know and love until later. I believe it was 1986 when Phil actually joined the band. That's when they actually started kind of transitioning towards that really heavy, hardcore metal Pantera sound that we know and love. So without further ado, this is a list that I put together, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's start it off. Number 1. Is that tape on his pickups? Right there, yeah. That's black electrical tape on his pickup. Now, this is a question that a lot of people have asked. Why does he have black tape on his pickups? And you know what's funny, too? Because I've actually experienced this multiple times. The reason for the black tape on the pickups is so that when he does bar dives, he's a very aggressive player. If you guys actually look at his original guitar, if you look at that one, look at the wear marks on that thing. He is a very aggressive guitarist. Very aggressive. And when he does his crazy bar dives and stuff like that, the strings get really floppy on the fretboard, and they tend to actually flop down. And as you lift up the bar, you let go of the bar really quick, the strings could actually get caught underneath the pickups. I've actually experienced this, and I have a picture of it right here. So to remedy this concern, he would actually just take pieces of black electrical tape and just put them on the edges of the pickups to prevent catching, snaring, all that stuff, because it really can ruin your day when you're trying to play a song and you just can't because your string is stuck underneath your neck pickup. Okay, moving on. So number 2 on this list is Dimebag using the blues scale to create metal. So this is just weird. I mean, I know me personally, if I'm going to be writing a metal song, I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm going to just use the blues scale and it's going to sound absolutely amazing. That is definitely not anybody's train of thought when they're thinking about writing heavy songs. But Dimebag did, and that man made it sound amazing. I mean, his most iconic song, Cowboys from Hell. That's the blues scale. That whole riff, it's the blues scale. It's amazing. It's beautiful. A lot of those songs on that record were the blues scale. A lot of his songs, period, he used the blues scale. Moving on. Number 3, soldering iron guitar knobs. Yeah, you see those little dots right there, all on the edge of the those knobs. Those are like Gibson Les Paul style knobs. But they're a smooth knob, as you can see the first one there. That's actually the furthest one away, the one that never ever gets touched. The 2 in the front there, they got hot rodded, so you can spin those shut as fast as you can when you got a ton of distortion coming through the guitar, and you need to quiet it down as fast as possible without slipping with sweaty hands. Right? Yeah, pretty sure that's pretty accurate. So Dimebag's guitar tech, Grady Champion, actually took a hot soldering iron, pushed them into the sides of those knobs, and this was the result. Pure genius. Number 4, darts and guitar picks. Yeah, speaking of Grady Champion, evidently he had an interview with Seymour Duncan on their website, and he said that he used to actually take a dart and scrape Dimebag's picks for extra grip. He said he used to use the Tortex 88, and I actually did find a picture of Dimebag holding a Tortex 88 right here. Number 5, Grady Champion used to put foam behind the springs and the back plate and behind the nut as well. Pretty much, this is pretty common. This isn't just like a special thing that Dimebag did. This is actually just to keep like excess noise down, because springs can get a little noisy. Actually, they are very noisy on a Floyd road, especially if you're doing maybe a slow bend or trying to be easy with it, you can actually start hearing some creaking from the springs at slower bends. As far as behind the nut, you can just get some excess resonance from the strings. This is especially good if you use a lot of gain and you get a lot of highs boosted. And let me tell you something, guys, every time I've messed around with any kind of guitar setup, I notice that anytime I want to play any kind of Pantera style-esque music, you know, his solos or even just his nice melodic runs and stuff like that, I need highs. If I don't have boosted highs, for some reason, I just cannot get it to work. And when you boost the highs, you get a lot of noise, and you get a lot of noise coming from a lot of different places. So that's probably why the foam helped. So moving on. Number 6, Dimebag Darrell's fretboard actions were not shredder low. That blew my mind when I heard that. His solos sounded like he was literally flying, like his hands were flying 100 miles an hour. It had to have been a shredder setup, but it wasn't. And it makes sense if we go back to looking at his Dean from Hell and the wear patterns. He was a very aggressive player. There's no way you could beat up and get badass rhythm out of this if it was a shredder low action. All that guitar magic and trickery brings us to our last point. Like any legendary guitarist, he had his secret sauce. That's right. Now, I'm not 100% sure, and I don't think anybody is, but I'm pretty sure Dimebag's secret sauce was a heck of a lot of gain, a little bit of reverb, a little bit of chorus. Man, that was just something beautiful. It really was. Picking up all those bar dives and those squeals and those scrapes and those slides and those bends and everything that made Dimebag Darrell, Dimebag Darrell. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. And I will catch you guys later.